Okay, so just to show everyone a little perspective here, I got my 150 marker. Notice my ball has to pass just to the right side of that 150 marker to get to that flag stick right there, okay? So for many of you, and this is something that's really going to blow your mind, because you're standing here and you're thinking, okay, I want to go right edge of that 150 marker. That means your feet are going to be on this side of the 150 marker. You're not going to line up your feet to the right edge of the 150 marker. You could see now that I'm going deep into the bush on the right-hand side. So in order for me to catch the right edge of that 150 marker, notice my feet are going to be to the left of it. So then I'm going to play a little draw. So I'm going to play the ball a bit back in my stance, get behind the ball. So now when you look here and you're thinking, oh my gosh, I'm going way left into that left bunker over that water hazard. But from your angle, you can clearly see that I would be in a great position now. If you look, I see the blur of my club passing over the ball, and I can see that the blur of the club is moving to the right side of this 150 marker. So this will give you a massive perspective as to what proper alignment should be. So when you're on the driving range, see if you can't find an alignment stick and put it out in front of you here like you're simulating a tree, and then set up to that and say, okay, now if I let it go over that, I'm going to watch the blur of my club as it passes over the ball. Yes, the blur of the club is passing over the ball and to the right of that 150 marker. Fantastic. So I lower myself to the ground and I look out there. I'm going, yep, I feel like I can access the right side of that 150 marker. And now I'm just going to see that blur go through that dandelion stem. So my eyes are between the leading edge of the club and the ball. I see my dandelion stem in disguise. I'm going to see the blur pass through that dandelion stem to the right side of that intermediate point with ease. And there we have it. Oh, be nice. That's like right on the flag stick. Okay, so let's look at it from the left-handed perspective here. So there's the flag. I'm backing up past the 150. There's my ball. Okay, so I want momentum to go to the left side of that intermediate point. If I line up my feet to the left side of that intermediate point, it feels now that the momentum, I can see the blur of my club, and we're going onto the road there on Bathurst Street. Not good. So we want this to be parallel right of that 150 marker. So now it feels like my momentum is basically grazing the left edge of that intermediate point, or my 150 marker. I'm going to play the draw the same way, so the ball's just a hair back of center. And then when I look out there, I'm going, whoa, I'm going right bunker, right side of the green. That's what it feels like for the alignment of the body. However, I know that from where you're standing, that's staying left. So I'm going to do a practice swing above the ball. See the blur? Yes, the blur is going to the left of that 150 marker, no problem. Bring that back down. See my dandelion stem? I'm going to see a nice blur through that stem to the left of that intermediate point. Here we go. Nice little draw coming back to the flag stick. Beautiful. There's a little ridge in front of the green, the mound there, you can't see it, but that was basically 10 feet to the left of the pin. And you can see my divot right here is going to the left side of that intermediate point. So let's have a look. So what was pretty cool about that is that you notice how it could be a little bit of the camera angle, but it did look like my left-handed alignment was just a little more to the left than it should have been. And that's why that intermediate point right in front of the ball. So I prefer to use an intermediate point no more than a foot in front of the ball, so that, you know, your mistakes are, for as far as alignments are concerned, are very minimized. So let's have a look here at how we did with these golf balls. So there's my first pitching wedge, right in line with the flagstick, about 10 feet short. And there's my second one with my 9-iron, left-handed 9-iron. And you can see that the ratio between the two are spot on. So I got about, you know, half a green's worth of distance between the two. So everything's good. So one final note, everyone, when you're performing that task and putting the ball, you know, on that side of the 150 marker, don't do it with a big tree, okay? I don't want any balls ricocheting back at you. And, you know, you want to be far enough so that if you do pull the ball slightly and you default to the ball and you don't stay focused on the direction that you want to start your ball, well, then you're going to have a tendency to hit that 150 marker. So get, you know, enough away from it where you'll feel like you can launch it over it. Otherwise, use an alignment stick, which is a lot thinner, and you know, we use that all the time at our academy, and oftentimes we get them broken. So we buy a lot of those things. It's amazing how easy it is for you to default back to the ball and pull your shots. When you stay on target, good things happen. Enjoy.